Hey guys, it is Thursday or Friday, October 22nd or October 23rd. I am out these 2 days. I'm taking care of some things that I need to take care of at home. And so if you have like an emergency or you are super, super confused and you've asked your friends and you've asked your parents or your grandparents to go over instructions with you, feel free to reach out to me, but I am going to be quite busy, okay? Um, so I just wanted to record a video so that you guys know exactly what you're doing. First thing, you need to complete this attendance form, which is on my hub. Okay. And so this is linked. Please complete this. This will count as your Power School attendance for me. I just need to know that you are present. Okay. So I'm going to go over a brief presentation of what you will be doing in class today. You're going to be talking about bacteria and viruses in an assignment that is located on the hub, but this is kind of your introduction to bacteria and viruses. In your asynchronous lesson this week, you learned about body systems, right? So it's really important to understand our bodies. We even talked about stress in our bodies before we can understand how things can attack our body. Okay, so how does our body work when it's healthy? And now we're going to learn how our bodies or other organisms work when they are attacked by bacteria and viruses. Okay? So in this video, I'm going to show you your objectives. So what you need to be focusing on this week or in this class period. Then I'm going to explain the connection to the project, our Going Viral project that you're doing. And then I will give you some assignment details and what you should be working on in class. So these are your objectives. You're going to cover these objectives this week and next week. So we won't get to all of them this week, but I just want to explain some of the things that you need to be able to do. So you need to be able to list similarities and differences between cells, which in this case, we're going to be talking about bacteria and viruses. Okay, so bacteria, those are cells. Viruses are categorized as their own thing. They are not cells. You need to be able to explain the steps of two different cycles, the lytic cycle and the lysogenic cycle, and give an example of a virus that falls into both of those categories. You also need to explain how viruses reproduce inside of cells and how they attack cells, okay? We're going to be learning a little bit about these similarities and differences as well as the reproduction and attack methods today. And then these two cycles we're going to be doing next week, okay? So how does this connect to your project? I have a couple questions I want you to think about, and then your project goals, okay, for biology. So, number one, do you think that you, okay, maybe if you are an expert, but others in this whole world, do you think that they fully understand how viruses and bacteria attack the body? Okay, does everybody understand? Also, think about when we did our entry event, did you get all of the questions right about COVID-19? Okay, which remember, COVID is a virus. So think about those questions that we did, those misinformation questions. And that kind of led you to understand that there is misinformation out there about how COVID-19 and other bugs, which we think as bacteria and viruses, are harmful. There is misinformation, right? And it's time for us to set them straight. That's the goal of this project. Your goal and what you want to do is to become an expert on bacteria and viruses so that you can help others understand in order to stop this spread of information. Okay. And not only are you going to be stopping the spread of information, you're going to be sketching a virus and sketching a bacteria in detail. The specific disease or the virus bacteria that you focus on for your part might not be, this is spelled wrong, but it might not be COVID-19, but we are going to expand our knowledge and look at lots of different types of viruses and bacteria. So your assignment today, you're going to be watching actually two informational videos on bacteria and viruses, okay? You'll be filling out an Intro to Viruses and Bacteria guide, which is located on the hub. And your task is to turn that in before 11:59 p.m. tomorrow, which is 10:23, or it might be today for some of you. Okay, so Friday, 10:23 by midnight, that is when that assignment is due. Okay, so I'm going to go through some important things located on the hub that you guys need to be aware of. So here's my hub page. You are focusing here on this live class number 2. Okay, so the attendance form is here. This video will actually be linked right here. Okay, and then you are completing this assignment. I'm going to show you what it looks like in a moment. And then finally, when you before you leave class, so within that 45 minutes of class, you are going to be taking this form here. Okay, so you're actually going to be telling me some things that you learned. All right, your assignment looks like this. Okay, it is a Google document. It is the introductory guide. You're going to be clicking on a link here and answering some questions about this first video. It is a professor talking about the differences between bacteria and viruses. Please make sure to highlight your responses so I can easily see them and read them. Then you're going to be watching a video on coronavirus. Okay, so exactly what coronavirus is and some details about that, and you will type your answers there. Okay, so this is due Friday by 11:59 p.m. And then finally, before you leave, please make sure to take this bacteria and viruses check. I want to know something that you learned from the first video, something that you learned from the second video, if viruses and bacteria interest you. And then I want you to think of one that particularly interests you, okay? If there's one that you love, or if there's one that you are interested in, try to think about that. If not, maybe research for a couple minutes and see if there's one that's really cool to you. And then I'm asking if you're excited to teach others about public health in our project, okay? So that is your assignment today. These slides will be available on the hub as well as this video. Again, if you need anything, please reach out to me, but only as a last resort because I am going to be pretty busy. So try to ask classmates, maybe one of your other cohort teachers, but I will be here if you need me, okay? I will see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend.